Good morning, everybody. My name is Don, and this is the Old Guy DIY channel. This morning, I went to open up a garage door of mine on my lean-to this morning, and I lost a roller out of it. I don't know what happened. The guys put it in several months ago, but I noticed when they did put it in, they spaced the track out way too far wide. And, you know, we do this for a living. I don't know why I guess it's the boss's door. They don't give a crap. So I'm going to go out and show you what is going on, and we're going to put the roller back in. We're going to adjust the track, get it back together like it's supposed to be, and show you the procedure, and I'm going to explain why this happened. So if you ever do this yourself, don't make the same mistake. As you can see, it's crooked, so there's the roller down there on the ground right there. So we'll just hop in here and show you what happened here. So when I went to close the door, and I know when it started to take off, it started to jerk kind of one way or the other, and so it didn't get very far down, and then the roller dropped out of it. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to release it, get the door down so we can start that procedure. Number one, I'm going to have to back the bearings off, or back the spring tension off, move the drums in and move the track. So it'll take a little bit to do that. So I will bring you back when I get the winding bars. There they are. Come over here and find some vice grips. Second drawer, there's one pair. I think that's all I need, one pair. And then there's a 7/16 end wrench. Oh, let's see here. Gotta put my spectacles on to see what I'm doing here. There's a 7/16. I got a flat tire over the weekend on my old 77 Oliver tractor. It's got a valve stem that's corroded so bad I can't put air in it, so I gotta have somebody come out and take it apart, pump out the calcium, put a new tube in it, and then pump calcium back in there. I'm not a fan of the calcium, but I thought, well, sometime I'm gonna hook a plow up to that. I kind of want that weight in there, so yeah. Anyway, that's not gonna happen right away. So anyway, well, I should have that lower. See what happens. Okay, I got that unhooked. All right. Well, I got more shit in the way than I know what to do with here. First things first, we're gonna back off that tension off that spring. All right, first thing you want to do, we've got to back off the tension off these springs. Got to have a pair of vice grips. So we got to put the vice grips on the opposite direction to hold that from moving. And there's quite a bit of stretch in the spring, so first of all, put your bar in there, and then loosen up your set screws. Readjust my ladder a little bit so I can get some more leverage. Step is I'm going to try to shift the door over to the north, because I'm going to move this side closer so I don't have to worry about where to wind that spring back up. So, and then I can move my drum mount in so I can tighten up my door so we don't have a gap up here. So that's what I'm going to do next. Because if you look over here, you see how much gap we have there right now. That's way too much gap. Can't have that much gap. So I'm going to scoot the door over and bring it over here closer. It might be too much, I don't know. You know, I like that. I'm going to leave that just the way it is. Now I'll bring the camera back over. You can see how much distance there is and how much I got to bring that track back in. So to do that, I'll go grab an impact wrench. I'm going to go ahead and take the tension off this drum so we can move the track. And there's no tension on it other than what I've got on the vice grip. So I'm going to go ahead and loosen my vice grip. Loosen that drum. So we can slide that out. Reset it after a bit. We'll come back and reset that, but now we'll move the track in. Start taking these bolts loose, these legs. Of course, they're all the way out. Loosen that one, I'll loosen that one. Way up at the top here, or a couple of them. I don't know, that's just shoddy work. Shoddy work. And then, oh shoot. Well, that's awesome. Let me grab an extension. I got a deep socket, we'll see if that's enough to get by there. Yeah, I think that'll work. That bolt is too close to that shaft. All right. Grab a hammer, tap that over. Take the bolts clear out of here. We got one hanging up right here. Okay, that one there, and that one's got to go. Now up it goes. There we go. All right, now I got it moved over. Time to put the legs back in. You always put, they're slotted, these are all slotted in here. So you want to try to set them get as close as you can, the spacing. Set your legs in the middle of the slots. In case you have to move it one way or the other, you don't have to take them clear out. All right. Just got a couple left here. Looks like I moved it over about 2 inches. That was way too far out. All right. Now we'll go ahead and set our cable drum. Do that, you take that vice grip loose, because the other side's loose now too, because I took the vice grip loose the first time. It put slack in the other side, so you got to make sure you get the slop out of the opposite side before you start setting this drum. So I'm just going to crank it a little bit this way, and then reset my vice grips. And I'll come down and check the tension on this other side. I'll just show you. So when you do that, you want to make sure you know, just you got a little. It's not very tight. It don't have to be very tight. And then this side over here, you see, I need to take the slop out. So that's what we'll do that next. All right. So just make sure your cable's on your drum, the first groove, and slide it against the bearing plate just like that. Make sure it's on it's tight up against there. And then I'm just kind of winging it so you don't have much tension on it, don't have to be. So I'll set my set screws there. And I could put a level on the door, but I don't think I could. I think I could do it good enough by eye. If I was stacking a door, it'd be one thing, but it's setting pretty level now. Well, my camera's getting hot, which is a joke. So I'll hurry up and get these wound up for you. This is a right-hand spring, which when you tighten them up on a standard lift door, you push them against you. Yeah, I think I'm going to try it there, tighten it up, and see how that balances out. Let's see how we did. J-arm. Looks like that. Okay. I don't know how much of that I got on there, but the camera got hot again, and okay, now my track, I'm gonna have to go up here and bring my track in. So I'm gonna open it back up and then probably shut the camera off, turn it back on. It's getting hot, and show you what I did. But the track has moved out too far. Of course, I forgot I had to move that because I moved the track. And this one here is probably the same way. So let's go ahead and open it up, and you'll see what I'm talking about. You see how wide that track gets out here. That roller's spreading out pretty good. You can see that. Well, we need to I'll just leave it shut off now, and I'll bring that track back in. So I'm going to shut the camera off, and I'll bring it back in when I change it. Okay, I got it adjusted. You can see where I've adjusted the track over, so it's closer. Don't have to worry about it falling off the track now. So this one here is pretty good too. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the button and close it. And I guess that's it. If you have any questions, comments, leave a comment. If you have any questions about what I did, I sure will get back to you on that. Until then, thanks for watching the video. We'll catch you on the next one.